welcome to the Morning Breakfast place for your Lego news,
wait,
rumors, opinions, and discussions here at 10:30 at Atlanta Brickco TV. I'm your host, Mark. We got Daniel and Joe.
Careful,
the original
Mark.
cast.
Don't blow out the audio. It's very unprofessional.
You guys start talking about we during my intro.
We don't want to blow up the ones.
We have to keep it down because we're so excited. But no, we've got Grumpy J
This
is
is
here.
awful.
Yeah.
It's a horrible start.
We're not 12.
Grumpy J is here. Good to see you, Grumpy J. And good to see you, Ben Cossey, as well. And Ben Cossey was excited about Matanui making an appearance in the thumbnail. That was
What was
then
that
you
about?
should
Did
buy
we get
it.
one in, or
Oh,
no,
we've
we
had
just
it.
moved it.
it's
yeah.
the one we've had? Okay.
It's the
Did
one
it
we've
go
had
back in the Bionicle case?
It's like $900.
Yeah.
So that's why he's still around, because there's not a lot of Bionicle fans with that much cash lying around. So
Yeah, he's
Wow.
not in a good
Okay.
spot.
no offense.
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Huh?
Where BJ is.
Yeah.
Slovenian flag. Oh, Ljubljana. That's my guess.
Rob Claxon, as membership is updated to 21 months. Thank you so much,
Nice.
Rob. Really appreciate it. Morgan is here. Good to see you, Morgan. Malister. Then, Morgan missed Grumpy J's stream. He was busy visiting folks. No worries. You know, we make it to streams when we can. You know, no big deal.
Be like that.
Brick Monvier is here. Good to see Brick Monvier.
Morning.
Diana Addison. Does Off the Bricks. Yeah,
Jesse.
good to see everybody. BJ, is somewhere in Slovenia where it's 58 Fahrenheit. That actually sounds pretty chill.
It doesn't
so.
say. Huh.
Ljubljana.
Yeah. so-
Chill.
Yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
Cool.
Where in the world is BJ? That would be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, you know what? We should have a map just for BJ's
That would
travels.
be
'cause
fun.
that'd
Well,
be-
look, we have the world map. Let's pick like a separate pin color that nobody else has, and we can just pin all the places BJ.
like a trans neon green or something that's very
Something,
unique.
yeah.
Right.
And that
Something
would-
that stands out a little more. That'd be
BJ's
fun.
travels would be all over the
That'd
globe.
be
It's amazing.
crazy.
Next time you're in BJ, start compiling
I
a
was about to
list.
say, I would tell BJ he should have the world map if he doesn't already for that
Yeah.
purpose.
I think he probably does. But Sam Williamson is here, Duder Bricks, Chris Dodson, Travertine. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Mike Edwards is here. Good to see Mike Edwards. Good
Magic
to see you
Mike.
at the convention the other day. That was fun.
Did you get some Swiss rolls or?
Oh, I got some Swiss.
All
rolls.
right.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then all is right with the world.
Exactly. Flounder Collects is here. Good to see you. But yeah, so we're ready to do some news. We can do our Lego lives this week. We got some stuff to talk about, I know. And I'm actually really glad we're all three here. It's been a
Right,
couple
finally.
weeks.
It has, yeah.
But Grumpy did a great job filling in Orlando, which is part of our Lego
He
lives
did.
this
I
week.
mean, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
replacement.
Yeah, he did an admirable job filling in for Joe.
Yeah, the audio was a little odd just because there was not the room's not finished, so there was a little more
It's
echo.
too echoey, yeah.
Their studio is not good for audio.
Yeah,
so they'll work
get
on
there.
that.
They'll get there.
They've seen some posters and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll start with Lego Life this week, I guess.
Go
So I left a long time ago, Friday
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, a couple of years. It feels like years ago to go to Orlando Brickco's grand opening, which was a huge success.
Yeah.
I'll let Daniel talk more about that because he was on the register and had a little bit more in-depth
Well, so how
experience.
long
I
were
think.
you there in total?
At Orlando
Did
Brickco.
your visa expire?
Yeah, I think so. No, well, what's funny is I was in Florida for so long that I felt the Florida man instincts coming back.
Right,
My
yeah.
hair was starting to lighten. My
You had to push it down.
giant white SUV was starting to get tire squeal as I'm driving around. I mean, it was visceral. So I'm glad I'm back
Well,
in Georgia.
you were born a citizen
Right.
of Florida,
Yes.
so you already had citizenship.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's good.
I'm originally from Florida, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was feeling the Florida man come out again, and it was kind of
It's always
scary.
dangerous.
But yeah, so grand opening, and then we had the convention the weekend after, and that was pretty fun too. Great response as far as public at that event. So everyone loved Tron.
I thought there was no way that was gonna work.
That's actually pretty impressive. Yeah,
So,
I
is that
don't know if you can
stable?
see it. Yeah, you guys can see it. There.
That's
Yeah.
pretty stable.
It's amazing.
Come on,
Anyway,
guys, don't.
So
my phone buzzes
multiple
there.
big Lego events. I was super tired yesterday, doing a little better today, still kind of cooked. But how you doing, Daniel? How was the grand opening?
I'm pretty good. I was only there for I don't know what 4 days or so. But they were intense days. They were probably the hardest I've ever worked in 2 years of working here, maybe.
Yep.
It was
Um,
fast paced for sure. I'm
It
sure.
was a lot. It was insane. I think we're gonna do a video talking more about it later,
Yes.
so we can definitely check that out. But it was a wild time. It was crazy. It was great to see so many people come out for the grand opening. Compared to the soft opening.
Mhm.
So that was exactly what we were hoping for. It was a really great time. A lot of people were happy with all of the collectible items they could get. So
Exactly.
very
Yeah.
good time.
The merch was a big success. The prize wheel was awesome. People were
Yeah.
very excited.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good.
We were giving out stuff left and right. I mean, like the script in your head of how a register transaction goes. I had to add like
5 things.
5 or 6 things. It
You're
was like,
working harder.
here's a free sticker. Here's free spin on the prize wheel. Free shirts. Free kits.
Oh, you
free...
spent over $50 to get this?
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
There's so much free stuff.
For sure.
It was great.
So a good time. And then Joe, holding down the fort here in Atlanta, how'd things go?
I was fine. I'm used to it. So
That's it.
I'm used to it. Everyone leaves me all the time. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I just do everything.
I will say though, there's been some cool sets released, and you're on a tight budget these days.
Yeah,
So
dude.
if we have any generous donors in the chat, send some money to Joe's way.
Joe is such a pity party.
I didn't even say anything. That's Mark.
I'm trying to get Joe somebody to help him get
so
some
my
blown
baby
rings.
is gonna want Door.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're putting it on the registry.
Yeah, you know.
I will. I'll put something down. Maybe the whole team could put down
There
a
you
20
go.
and we'll get it happening.
That'd
Okay.
be so cool.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
that's our Lego
No,
lives.
I've already done my charitable donation
Right.
for the month. A
There
bunch
you
of
go.
us pooled together some store credit and
For
got Austin the Grima worm tongue.
Because he had the
Oh.
War thing, but he didn't need. He
It was
didn't
like
have
the
War
last thing that
That's-
Austin
Because his
needed to
birthday's
complete his
coming
war
up, so
thing.
we were like, well, might as well.
That's
We
good.
all
Bunch
pulled
of
in,
us
and
chipped
that was cool.
We'll make something happen.
Yeah, I finally unboxed my Lego Lord of the Rings stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so that's exciting. Got a couple shelves. Some neighbors were moving, and they were selling a couple of shelves, so I was like, all
Nice.
right.
Not Chris, right?
No,
Not your
different
neighbor.
neighbors.
Different
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah.
Okay.
And then another person just gave me a shelf. They were like, "Hey, we don't need this. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yep, I do.
There you go.
So I finally can start setting that up. So.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's awesome. So your Lego room
Yeah.
is starting to materialize a little
Yes.
bit. That's good. We got Toa Garrett. What's good, boys? Good to see you,
Yo.
Toa Garrett.
Did
Exactly.
delicious food say top of the Mormon to you? What?
Huh? Let's see where.
Probably
Morn
Mormon.
Arn?
More none to you? Oh, that's just slang.
I
You
thought
know?
it said Mormon.
That's just,
Top of the Mormon.
Like, I've never heard that one before.
And
That would
it
be
could
big.
autocorrect to that, honestly. Yeah. So.
Mornar.
Gloria Erickson's here. Good to see you, Mom. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, Grumpy, don't
No.
even,
Uh-oh.
don't.
Look what you've done,
don't.
Hey,
Mark.
I'll forward that over to you in store credit.
Oh,
we
gosh.
can make that happen. Yeah.
Don't encourage it.
Exactly. Thank you, Grumpy J. You're the best. So.
Grumpy
Joe's
J
fun has
is-
begun. That's
he's-
good.
He should be Grumpy G for the goat.
He's the the G, exactly. All right. We've got some Lego news, both written and pictorial. So what do you guys want to start with here?
Take your pick. It's always
Alright.
easier for you to find it on there.
Right.
Well, this was a pretty
You just
hot
scroll
topic the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a Bumblebee set image that has apparently leaked from Facebook Marketplace, where someone was trying to sell
That's
this.
what blew me out of the park. I was like, why Facebook Marketplace? That's where they showed
It's
up.
a random leak.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Joe was like, how would somebody have gotten this on Marketplace? And I was like, well, probably a factory employee. Well, an ex-factory
Yeah.
employee, probably.
exactly.
Was
No
trying to make a
longer.
quick buck.
Didn't want to work at the
Um,
factory anymore, but
Right, but this looks great.
So I have a few thoughts, but what do you guys think? You think it looks good?
I'm
Joe?
not a Transformer guy, so it's like I don't necessarily know, but like
Mhm.
it looks good. It looks like Bumblebee. I
The
know
face
it's supposed to be
looks
the
great.
vintage one. Yeah, the face definitely stands out. I think they did even better on that one than Optimus.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about this is it's $90.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
half the price of Optimus Prime.
Which was
Yeah.
already like not terrible.
No, 180.
Yeah.
You know, for the first Transformer, but $90. Like, if you already have Optimus, this is a given. Like,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to. I got a call from Malachi that was like, "Yo, the first one you get in,
Yeah.
I'm getting it." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, I got
We
you."
can do that for you, Malachi. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Daniel, what do you think?
I think it looks good. I know a lot of people's issues were with like the waist and legs, but I think this picture is maybe just not doing it justice because it's very dark. There are printed tiles on the front of those legs to give them
Mhm.
a little bit of extra detail, so they're not just rectangles. But I mean, comparing it side by side with the source material, I really don't think it's that far off.
Yeah.
I'm not as dedicated of a Transformers fan as a lot of people are, so maybe I just don't know that minutia quite as well. But I mean, I think this looks fine. I think he looks great, certainly in the top half,
Mhm.
and the elements of the VW bug I think look fantastic.
And it
They've
does
made-
transform.
They've made
excited
enough
to see
VW
that.
bugs now to.
Right, they
to know
should
what
be
they're
good
doing.
at that. I'm excited to see this transformed.
Yeah.
Because, the Optimus does look good.
It looks
But
like it'll look really good
it-
as the VW.
The only complaint people have with Optimus is it's hard to transform. I feel like this will probably
Yeah.
be easier just because it's a little smaller
Mhm.
and a simpler vehicle.
Beefier joints.
But I'm
like
excited
an
to see how it works.
I do have a few complaints with the appearance. I think the legs are a little too thin and the waist is a little bit weird, but that's probably just so that it can work.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that it does work is probably more impressive than just a cool standalone model.
I mean,
So-
I'm sure it works in a similar way to the original. I mean, you can just kind of follow that structure and recreate that with all of the various Lego elements and hinges and things they have nowadays.
Quick question from Ben Costy says, does your new house have more space for Lego than your last place, Joe?
It does, yes.
Eventually.
It's much bigger. I already filled up the Lego room, though, with everything that wasn't the Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
So there's that. So the Lord of the Rings is going in my office, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is the other room.
And then based on the appearance here, I think this is either regular yellow or the kind of bright light orange that is those horn pieces. And I think those are just the Chima claws, so I don't think there's anything new there, but it could be wrong.
Yeah, kind of tucked in behind.
And then Toa Garrett likes the Bumblebee. And then Malister.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Look what you've
Bardur.
done.
There you go. So $25 to Joe's
We're almost
spending
there.
budget there. We're making it. Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. You do not have to.
Was that like a tenth of the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, you do not have to, but
yeah.
Joe really appreciates it. I'll make sure he
I'm not
gets it.
complaining. I appreciate it.
Anything donated with that in the caption will go to Joe. So, but yeah, I think it does transform into a Beetle, which would actually be cool to see that build.
Which I think is the original style.
Yeah.
The Mustang or the Camaro, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's not the Camaro. I see
that's
some
newer.
Beetle-like headlights
Yeah.
down there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Which we did know. That's the rumor said that it was going to be the old style, which is
Correct.
what most people wanted.
Exactly. Alrighty, we got a couple other pictures. We talked about the Endurance ship a while back. There's apparently a gift with purchase when buying just that set on Black Friday. So, what do you guys feel about this?
This is funny because me and Daniel looked it up.
Yeah, I had to look
we
it up.
looked it up because we were very curious. Like, okay, well, what is this, right? So Daniel was like, "Yo, this is the boat that rescued them when they got the Endurance got stuck."
Okay, so the story was the Endurance is this huge sailing ship which was going to sail to Antarctica, and apparently it wrecked and it sank.
Right.
And so they sent this little tiny boat out. You can kind of see the picture in the background.
That's
it literally
that
looks
boat.
like a little dinghy.
Basically.
To go rescue these guys in Antarctica. And I'm like, how did these guys do it? So I don't know. You can read more about it if you want to know. But
did they get out okay, or
this
did
was
they all die?
Most of them made it.
Yeah, this
far
was
as I know.
apparently it wasn't like a escape pod is not the
not
right
a-
word.
not a
What's
disaster.
It was not a lifeboat from the
yes.
Endurance, but it was a separate
It's
boat
probably
that they
not
sent
much bigger though.
to retrieve them. So you can look it up. I think
That's
it was
wild.
on Wikipedia. I was reading about it.
Yeah, give with purchase 230 pieces. That should be a detailed little build. A couple figures. That's interesting.
Sure. I don't know if those figures will also come in the bigger set and they'll just be more of the same. They usually don't do
Either
exclusive
way,
figures.
I think this is cool that it's getting an exclusive one that ties in with it.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see what the Endurance looks like.
They
It's going to
did-
be a great ship.
They did misspell it on this graphic. It's Caird, Caird, if you're trying to look it up.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, this is interesting to see more historical based stuff.
I think that's very cool.
It could be a great trend for those who like history.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun extra little boat, even if it,
Oh
it's
yes, Malister
not that
said,
exciting.
yes, the Endurance got caught on the ice and crushed. Hashtag icebreakers are critical.
Yeah, that was before they had that technology. But yeah, exactly. Another boat sent to the other side of Antarctica, and it sank too. Wait, oh no, different boat. Okay, yeah, boats sink in Antarctica. That's the point of the story here. Moving on, we also had some gift with purchase news.
Malister said the dinghy was the only boat able to navigate the ice and be carried if needed, which makes sense.
There you go.
They can just climb
I guess
over.
he knows.
You got another adventurous style build here. Tribute to Jules Verne.
Verne,
I almost
right?
said Jules
is it
Verne's
Verne?
books. I like a number of these stories around the world in 80 days. You got the Nautilus down there too. So, what do you guys think about this gift with purchase set?
I really like this. I've wanted them to make a Lego Nautilus for a long time. There have been tons of idea submissions for like a, maybe not a full minifig scale one, but a sort of a playset style one. So to at least get some acknowledgement of it, I think is something in the right direction. I think it is not as good as it would be to get a full-size one, but still cool to see. Always nice to see a little micro train. I'm sure Corey will like that. The hot air balloon is pretty cool the way they've done that. So
And the book is cool
I was
too.
going to say, also,
Right.
the book has the little, what's that called?
bookmark?
Yeah, it just left me. Yeah, it has a bookmark, which
Yeah.
is cool.
it reminds me a lot of the Hans Christian Andersen one. I
Yeah.
think the most, rather than the other ones like
Charles Dickens.
Amelia Earhart or well, Charles Dickens was a book.
It
too.
was.
The Amelia Earhart or
Or
like
the
the
Jane
Jane
Goodall.
Goodall ones, which were just on the sort of black oval shaped base.
It'll look good with all those kind of people from history and
for
notable story writers and such.
I liked the tribute sets.
Yeah.
There's not, I don't have the Jane Goodall one because I didn't know who she was.
The monkey lady.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then this one I might get because I'm not familiar with all of them, but like Around the World in 80 Days, I know that one and stuff. So it's cool. I like the tributes, and I'm glad they're doing more of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Galileo was
in conjunction
another
with Galileo,
yeah.
In conjunction with that, you have anything from June 21st to June 30th over $150 US, 135 in EU.
Euros. Yeah.
And you also have double inserted points starting today, which I did see on an email from Lego.
This would be a good time to buy bare doors.
It would be a good time to buy some sets. I'm looking at a few things myself, maybe. So it's always something to tempt us to buy in the middle of summer. So that's good to know if you're planning on a big purchase. It could get you a bunch of points. So, moving on. Anything else you guys want to talk about particularly? We might as well talk about the big one here.
Take your pick. Go for it.
So, literally hours after we did our morning break last week in Orlando, you have the Countach release here, and it is a fantastic Lamborghini set. It's a bigger version.
I even said it before we started, and
Countach?
you still managed to.
I mispronounce things. I'm a little tired.
That's
so.
all right. That's all right.
But it's the Countach, which is a great car, and this is already the most. Well, I wouldn't say the most. One of the most popular sets from Speed Champions in the same color, same model.
Just bigger and better.
Yeah, I think this is great. There's a few little spots here and there that I would do differently, but I think it's overall fantastic. What do you guys think?
I think this is very good. The shaping of it is,
back of it.
is fantastic. Those taillights
are
so
good.
That shaping is amazing.
Yeah.
The way they've gotten the white on the underside to be the slopes that match, and on the top as well to just fully sort of wrap around that dark red section is just incredible.
It looks sick.
Yeah. I don't think they're supposed to be dark red.
The gullwing doors.
That's so nice. Yeah, this is a very good one. There's a few of these that are starting to tempt me, like the Corvette, the C1. Yeah. I want that one. Now this one, kind of the older style because they're more fun.
No,
It's not gull-wing doors, is it? Those are the ones that open straight up. What are these ones?
Scissor doors.
Scissor doors?
Yeah.
You're right.
These are, so I think that it is supposed to be dark red on the back for that area around the taillights, or is it supposed to be all transparent in that area?
It may be all
I'm not sure.
But
maybe it's more accurate than I think it is, but
I think the effect is okay.
There it is, right there. So, very cool looking. Very dynamic, so.
It'll be interesting to see how stable those scissor doors are, though, because I know the gull-wing doors on the DeLorean had some issues for some people where they kind of drift down, and that had a lot more attachment points. It'll be interesting to see how they achieve this and how stable that is in the upright position. I know there are lots of ways to sort of increase that friction, like they did with the large minifigure arms and legs. There's a lot of ways they can sort of gear that down.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to work that kind of function into that small space.
On that bottom picture, it looks like the door can be pretty much straight up, and that would definitely help. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure it's still back heavy though on that pivot point.
I'm really critical of things, so I'm going to talk about my one gripe with this, and that is the angle on the hood is a little too steep, and it has a bit of a curve right above the wheel arch, and that is about as tight as you can get with Lego at that scale. So I'm not going to fault them too much, but it isn't exactly the way it should be. It's a little too high cheekbones on there for me, but other than that, and the fact that it opens is cool.
This almost looks like the picture has been squished horizontally, but you can tell it's not because the wheel is still round.
The wheel's right, those arches
in terms of the
right.
sculpting, it looks like it's been in a front-end collision maybe a little bit when you look at it in profile.
Just a little bit.
Just for the record, don't look at it like that.
From that angle,
like this.
That looks great.
Looks great. So so that's my one gripe with this set. However, I think a lot of people, this is a day one.
It looks great.
I'm sure they were at the mercy of the limited number of angles for wedge plates there on the side that they were using to sort of fill that gap. So I'm sure they did the best they could.
They're already doing elaborate snot over the headlights and stuff. So I mean, that's about as good as it gets, I think. So
I know Grant's going to have to get this.
Bunch of comments here. Let me go through here. Talking about the strangest gift with purchase set ever. You've also got a cool little gift with purchase. Nice to see all these promotions together. Always a bit frustrating. Somebody who has all these in their collection should do a picture for us. That'd be great. The back of the car is exquisite.
Wait, no, go back. It would be nice to go back to the last one. I think he was saying the fact that the gift with purchase is not lining up with the double VIP points.
Oh yes,
because they're not
not
stackable, which makes sense. I mean, there's not really that much incentive for them to do it, to stack things when they can spread it out and get more people spending more money in different ways. But it is frustrating. I agree for sure.
Exactly. Malister has a fun comment. Speaking of mimics, just murdered my niece and nephew in a D&D with a mimic. That's what you get when you get greedy. No loot goblins in D&D. Now I'm worried because he's going to be our DM for our thing in the summer. So
don't ever go for loot.
I'm going to be very calm and not
loot bodies, not the room.
I'm going to poke that treasure chest before I open it. Yeah, so scissor doors, Daniel, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Cars, so many posters back in the day. This was the car for many 80s childhoods, I'm sure.
It's still very cool.
Yeah, and then Morgan's definitely getting it.
Yeah, it looks
In a lot of
great.
movies.
I'm sure Grant will get it.
Yeah, Grant. I know my brother Steven will be definitely thinking about this one too. Randra Ratzlaff is here. Randy, good to see you.
Morning, Randy.
Hope you're doing well. And that's the bigger news item from a while ago, but there's a couple of things we can talk about too.
Oh no.
I really want your opinion on this, guys. So, did you see the trailer for Pharrell Williams' movie? What do you guys?
Yeah, because it was last week we talked about the spaceship, right? We hadn't seen the trailer.
I did see the trailer.
Yeah.
I did. Yep.
You watched it?
I
That's
did.
Good.
I
Of all the
watch the
trailers
trailer.
I've seen, it was one
Definitely one of them.
Definitely one of them.
This picture is one of the things that upsets me because I know we'd never get a minifigure that actually would look like that.
That'd be such a cool piece.
It
though.
would, but they won't make that, so it's
I'm
kind
sad.
of unrealistic. It's just a weird thing that there's a Will Ferrell movie that's Lego.
Yeah.
You said Will Ferrell. Pharrell Williams.
Yeah, dang it.
Anyway,
Yeah. You know, the same difference.
I know a couple of his songs, but I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite artists. But this is
I know his songs because of
even
Despicable Me.
even the commercial is admitting that this is strange.
Yeah,
you know, it's like it's a little weird.
Well, so this picture looks fine, but something about watching the commercial, it felt like it was a downgrade in animation quality compared to like the Lego movie or the Lego Batman movie. They looked a little. I don't know. It didn't have like the extra layer of detail where like some of the figs had like fingerprints and like little scratches on them and stuff. It was like too clean.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when they would move or like the facial expressions, they almost looked like knockoff minifigures. Like it was just that little bit like not quite right with it for some reason. So I don't know. I'm sure that's
part
me
of
being
that is
nitpicky, but
like this. That's not a piece. Like there's no rounded head like that.
Mhm.
I think it is a piece, isn't it?
There's one on like Eggman, but it's very
It's
tall.
more pointed, that is
The
true.
tall one.
But
I thought
yeah,
there was a plain gold piece.
people have been saying the
Oh,
animation's a little weird, so I can understand that there's something about it that's not in line with some of the other high-end Lego animations that we've seen. So, some confusion there, and it's just a weird subject. So I don't know how this will be received. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. I thought it was just a little
It's
weird.
very high.
I guess all the other bold pieces have either some sort of
Yeah.
hair or like goblin ears or something, or like
Bandana.
a bandana. Yeah.
Right.
I don't see any reason they couldn't make it.
They
that
could,
way.
but it's just I don't know. I'm not like
I
don't
don't
care.
think they will. I don't think they
I
will
think
be
having
making anything else for
That tight a connection point on top of the head, so that's hard to remove,
Right.
would
Yeah.
be a
I
problem.
think the takeaway here is that everyone now wants Snoop Dogg minifigure.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. The
I-
vibes. Yeah.
Another unusual piece of Lego media that dropped as a trailer recently was the Horizon Adventures game.
That's weird to me.
And this is because the Horizon series is 2 games on PlayStation that eventually make their way to PC, and they're very good games. I played the first one,
Mhm.
but do we need a Lego version
Well,
of
that's
it?
what I
You
was
know,
confused.
yeah.
It's not like they picked like Lord of the Rings, made Lego Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
and then made a video game for Lego Lord of the Rings. This was a
Right.
video game. They made Lego, and now they're doing it just a video game that's Lego.
Yeah, well,
It's modified, of
Which is-
course.
It's fine,
Yeah.
but I just am like, why?
time's
yeah.
a flat circle, Joe.
Right.
Ouroboros.
Anyway, so
Um,
one thing that is cool about
Wait,
this
this
game,
isn't part of Fortnite, is it?
that is
would
good.
suck, bro.
Oh no.
That
It
would
is,
be horrible.
it is good that it is not, because
As far as we know.
Yeah.
I think Lego should not be 100% reliant on Fortnite for any Lego
Yeah,
game. Just
yeah.
kind of redundancies.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. Is they're putting all these Lego games into Fortnite. They're not making their own Lego video
Yeah.
games
And
anymore.
Fortnite likes to delete stuff after a while. They don't keep these games out
Right.
permanently.
What
so
was the last actual Lego video game we got? 2K Racing? It was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
and also
So-
bad. But so this is at least some different gameplay things happening.
Oh, a Skywalker Saga.
Skywalker
Yeah,
Saga
that's
for
like
like
the only good
a
one.
legit like Traveler's Tales style game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this looks interesting. What could really be good coming from this is more Horizon sets.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
I
We
figured.
got the tall neck, we got the A-Life figure, which is
Yeah.
great. Not that cool bow featured in this
The
picture.
bow is really cool. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
sick.
It looks a lot more like the one from the game.
Yeah.
But we could get a Thunderjaw, which is the giant build in the back.
That
If we
looks
got that as a
crazy.
set, that's day one for me.
That looks cool.
it's awesome.
I remember a while back, people
That
were
big tusk thing.
Yeah, there was the rumor for the Tremor tusk, and then it just turned out to be what, like some
dude made
off-brand
it custom.
company.
Yeah.
Like
It's a guy in Italy who does instructions for
Custom kits,
big
yeah.
models from
somehow
the
it
Horizon
penetrated
games.
the actual leaking community. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone made box art for it and sold it as a rumor.
Right.
So.
They
But-
made it just blurry enough to be believable.
Exactly, but so I think this is cool. I don't know if I'm going to buy it and play it. I still have to play the second one. It's in my Steam library. But yeah, I'm just more excited about getting sets from this theme because like that is a set would be awesome. The Thunderjaw,
Oh, yeah.
Aloy figure, the other tribes people from that game would be awesome. So
Even if they don't go with bigger sets, I think some additional smaller sets could be very cool.
absolutely,
Getting some more of the like landscape and the plants and things, I think would be fun. Sort of like how they did with Avatar.
exactly, and yeah, so a lot of potential there. We'll see how
Absolutely.
much it is fulfilled.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of how much we'll see or get from certain things, we've got some very blurry pictures of possibly the figures from the Dark
No, that's
Millennium
definitely
Falcon.
it.
I think
Yeah.
there were some clearer ones that came out later, but
These are all
they
that
may
I
have
was
gotten,
able to
they may have
find.
gotten
Yeah.
deleted.
That's definitely.
And it's our buddy Lego Neg or Meg, whatever he
Yeah, I
calls
hate
himself.
that.
Yeah, I hate this person. If I ever
Because they
find him, I'm going to
always-
strangle him.
They always put that stupid little piece
Uh,
on it, so you can't even see the whole thing. Which is
right.
they do that so you can't like just
Yeah,
Crop it out.
crop it out.
sure. But and that one actually looks somewhat render-like with the angle of the head and legs here. But maybe it's just a close-up or a zoom or
No,
something.
because I remember seeing a better picture of this one, and it did look legit. And then
Yeah.
I actually had forgotten that they have been printing the eyes on C-3PO for a while.
Mhm.
So the fact that it's
So
red
this-
eyes
It was an easy change to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it was very
and
simple.
the blue arm, kind of sick.
But it also,
Dark blue. It looks like.
made me frustrated again that they are not willing to print on the Darth Vader helmet because I
Right.
feel like that would be
so similar.
really very easy. I understand if they thought printing the red on black was not going to make that much of a
It
difference,
would look
but if we
so good.
if we had gotten the blue eyes on the white
that would
Vader,
have been very
I mean that
easy to see.
that would have been well worth doing, and it seems like they've chosen not to do it.
Oh, Ben Kazi said he didn't recognize him because of the black arm.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
might not have recognized me because
Yep.
of the red arm.
I am excited about Darth Jar Jar. That is going to be an
These are
essential
going to hurt
essential
you, sir.
figure for me. So looking forward to that for sure.
That is pretty crazy. that
Exactly.
we're
I
getting
think that this is going to be a very popular set for many reasons.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We're excited. Sorry the pictures are blurry. They were all I could find. I think that the original ones may have been
We'll
deleted.
probably get pictures within the next month because it's an August 1st set. So
Yeah, it's
Coming up.
yeah.
It's coming up.
I'm excited to see that set, and then what's the other one?
Well, I hope the set itself is actually good, so people want to keep it instead of us just getting a bunch of them traded
Black
in because
Millennium
people
Falcons.
wanted the
Yeah.
wanted the figs.
What's
Like
the
with
others?
the
Oh,
we
Jedi
get the
Bob
R2D2. I think people will keep that one.
I
'cause
do,
it's
but I'm
smaller.
excited to see that one.
We
Yeah.
keep getting the R2D2 traded in without Malik.
But
Yeah.
what's sad is I think that R2D2 is actually better than the old.
It is good, but a lot
Successful.
of people who just want the fig
Yeah.
just don't care.
Yeah, if you need an R2D2, we have plenty
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
especially in the as-is category
Right.
online. So
Which
get some
most
great
of those
pieces.
as is, I'm not ever going to make any guarantees, but most of those as is ones are probably
They're like-
still have
they're
sealed
like
bags,
sealed
in them,
bags. Someone
and the
just
people
popped
have just
out that
pulled the
minifig,
minifig out.
They're
So.
pretty complete.
Right.
So,
Not likely basically brand new.
Yeah. But yeah, moving on.
Oh,
I
Ben
think-
Kazi said Exabricks just posted good pictures
Of the figs again.
No, of Bumblebee.
Oh, Bumble.
and the vehicle mode.
Oh,
nice.
yep, here we go.
Yeah.
Just
well,
popped up at the top.
let me see
Yeah,
if I
you
can
can
grab
see the
some.
printed out. Here, I'll
Uh,
talk about some text news.
talk
while you
about
see
them,
if you
I'll
can pull
find
that up. So we have a rumor for a Super Mario World, Mario and Yoshi, which this excites me because Super Mario World was the one that I probably played the most growing up. I played that one on NES originally, and Super Mario Bros. 3, which I played on Game Boy. But we're getting the Super Mario World style Mario and Yoshi, 1,215 pieces for $130, so pretty big.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an 8-bit 2D style.
Yep.
So I don't know if this is just going to be like a wall art thing that you can hang. I think that would be kind of cool, sort of like how they either did the Rolling Stones or like those parrots recently. But if it's just like
I would hope
pixel,
not.
like 2D, like 2x2 tiles or something for the pixels.
It's a very interesting.
It is an interesting concept.
Yeah.
For $130, it's gonna have to be cool. Maybe there will be like hidden features
Maybe.
inside of it, like you can pull panels off and see things. But either way, I'm excited because I really like that version of Mario and Yoshi. It's the one I have the most nostalgia for, I think. So October 1st, we'll be getting that one again, $130 for that Super Mario World, Mario and Yoshi.
Give me 1 second. We're uploading now.
You're good. Let's see.
We just
covered
talked about this
double
earlier, but
VIP
we can go over
points.
it.
But it does look great.
Give it a second.
I'll do one more. Did you see this one? I don't know as much about
I
this.
did. So Cap 4, the fourth Captain America movie, Brave New World, is
Which
supposed
is
to come
coming
next
out?
year, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm probably not excited at this point. Like, there's just nothing to be excited about unless it's a really good Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But this was obviously
It's high
Sam
hopes.
Wilson, Captain America, and the main antagonist is supposed to be Red Hulk.
Mhm.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't
which is
Harrison Ford supposed
Harrison
to play this?
Ford,
Right.
which
yeah.
is weird because
Well, he
like
just
that's
voices
crazy.
it, right?
Well, he'll probably have a face like Banner. It's
Well,
kind of like
yeah.
makes
Mhm.
it. But anyway, this is probably like it says likely Cap and Red Hulk. Only
Right.
other thing is maybe it's Cap and Bucky, because
Yeah.
Bucky's probably in it as
Yeah.
well. I'd assume. So it's hard to say. A Sam Wilson Captain America Brickhead would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean that's fine.
Still $20. Love to see it.
There you
There
go.
you go.
December 1st. It'll be a while before we see that one.
Right.
But we've got some better pictures of Bumblebee here, and the legs look a little better on a white background, but not that much for me. We did get to see some good transformation pictures here too. So what do you guys think about that kind of squat-looking
I
beetle?
actually think that looks pretty good for a transformation.
For what it is, it's good. I mean,
Right.
it's
If
it's
it
a
was a
little
beetle,
chunky if
no.
you just wanted a model of a VW. It looks like somebody squatted it and put on tires that are way too big.
But
But
again, as a transforming model,
yeah. Did you
that's
get the like
very
mid
cool.
transformation?
I did, yeah. We showed it up briefly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
So yeah, it works. It works.
I'm excited to actually see how well this transforms.
Most people are not going to display it that way as the car.
but it's cool that it can do it.
But
It's a transformer.
I'm sure it was conditional of the contract between
It has
Hasbro
to
and Lego.
transform.
They're called Transformers. Like, it has to do it. And I think it was Joey that was saying, like, oh, it's for adult collectors. I don't care if it transforms. And I'm like,
Wrong.
if it doesn't, at least once. Like, yeah, I'm an adult. I mostly build a set. I might play with it for a little while and put it on a shelf, and then I don't touch it again for a long time. But if it doesn't do it at all, that's a huge
Right.
loss.
At
as a
least,
selling
like,
point.
if I built this, I'm going to convert it and then convert it back and
Sure.
leave it. But, like,
Sure.
I'm going to play with it a little
Right.
bit. Right. Like you're saying. That
and
you
to
want
see
that
those
function.
features, it shows a commitment to the design.
Right.
Dust Up the Brick says looks like a taxi, and then
No,
Travertine
it's
has
yellow.
a barfing emoji. So,
So many
What?
people are very against this, and I'm
I think
surprised.
it looks good. I
Mhm.
don't know. I mean, I
No.
don't need it, but
Like, yeah, I know it's a little rough around the edges, but I mean, what do you, what do you
everyone's
expect?
a little rough around the edges.
and Ben Costi also points out that it's probably yellow. It looks like the just classic yellow.
Yes,
not the,
correct.
The
Yeah.
bright light orange or anything. So
Right.
Heat orange? What is that?
that's a term from Bionicle fans of the
Oh,
orange
gotcha.
color. So, but yeah, yeah. So I think overall this is basically what we expected, and I think the transformation at least works. It's good.
Yep. Yep.
Last picture thing that I have is going to be the Batman Brickheadz collection here,
Mhm.
8-in-1. This
Yeah.
seems like fake news to me if it wasn't such a
Right.
good picture.
It was one that we were like, what? No, stupid.
Yeah, but no, there's all these different,
8 is crazy.
Yeah.
and they all have their own number too. So you have 1, the Lego Batman movie.
Oh, so
Batman.
if you are a Brickheadz completionist, you will have to buy 8 copies of this.
Well done, Lego.
Yeah.
Well done. Good.
Because
Good
they
call.
probably just gave you the cosmetics to change the core, not
Right.
more than that.
I mean, you probably wouldn't really have to buy 8 of these. You might be able to buy 1 and then just buy like a bunch of those 1x2 by
Right.
1 2/3 snot bricks
Yep.
and basically make the rest of them yourself.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting to see which of those is more cost effective.
I mean, some of these look weird to me. Like the Batman just looks
Why
sad
does he?
and
Yeah, why did he
depressed.
put his eyes that way? I mean, he was very angsty, but
But-
like
but,
that's
like, he just
dramatic.
looks like he's like,
Womp, womp,
"Oh."
Yeah.
womp, womp,
The
womp.
Lego Batman movie one looks. Oh wait, it is the exact same one.
It is.
They didn't change it at all because the number's 1.
Yep. And you also have
What?
you have number 245 through 251 plus the number 1.
Right.
So yeah.
Really?
I was about to say that it looks
Interesting.
exactly the same, but it is exactly the same, which is
Interesting.
crazy.
So they've essentially re-released that.
That's
Yeah.
nice because that's like
How much-
$60.
That one. Wow. So that's gonna tank the value of that.
Because
Yep.
this is $30.
Gosh, we don't have
so
a bunch of those lying around, do we?
I hope not.
Mhm. And this is a
Interesting.
July release, is that right?
July. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Batman versus Superman looks accurate, all armored up. Like I don't think he looks cool, but that's just because it's different.
Well, it's just because it's dark bluish
right.
gray, whereas like the coolest thing about that minifig was he was all like
Metallic, yeah.
pearl dark gray.
Okay.
The glow in the dark eyes on a lot of these is very cool.
Mhm.
Nice to see.
The Dark Knight one looks, I mean, exactly like it could. It's just they have slight print differences on most of these.
I like the angry eyes in some of them. It's fun.
Right. He's like,
The Adam West looks great. Has terrifying eyebrows.
This
but
one, yeah.
that's
Honestly,
that's how it is.
That might be the best one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like the Adam West one. That's great. So.
What's the other one? 1989. Yeah.
I just
the animated series. I know people like that.
Mhm.
So.
I think I would have loved to have seen. I know they picked the most popular ones, but I think I would have loved to have seen some more obscure ones that were a little more drastically different. I mean, I
Right.
understand why they didn't do it, but if we had gotten like Batman Beyond, like the all black with the red Batman logo,
Right.
or
That'd be cool.
something,
We're like
um,
space
Arkham City Batman, yeah, sure, like
a
Zura
high
Noir or
contrast
something.
color.
Sure, and yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense for the 8-in-1 because you want a lot of the pieces to
Right.
overlap. But I think it would have been nice to see a little more variation. Whereas to
Yeah.
most people, a lot of these probably look kind of the same.
There's some definitely some similarities in the Batman costume throughout the years.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
what Randy said. I'm loving the animated series Batman. And that's
Yeah.
what I figured.
Yeah.
She's been getting into that recently.
Barbara says, "What does 8-in-1 mean? Is it like Creative 3-in-1 where you build one design at a time?"
Yep.
That's what it seems like, Barbara.
Yeah.
Correct.
You can't build
With the
all
parts
8.
in the kit, you will only be able to build one of them, unless, like we said, you either buy multiple copies of the set, or since it's Brickheadz, you may just be able to buy some of the more common kind of core
Yes.
parts to make more.
And then
Where's Rainbow Batman?
Toa Garrett is wondering where Rainbow
wait,
Batman
what
is.
about Pink Fairy Batman?
Oh, that's the
iconic.
most popular one.
Yeah,
Iconic.
or the white and gold glittery Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Disco
Disco
Batman.
Batman.
That'd be awesome.
You're right. They missed opportunities.
Diana
Yeah.
Aniston also has a great reminder. Please like the video if you haven't already.
That's right.
Helps this reach more people. Thank you so much.
So it is $20 for this, which is a lot for one Brickhead, but you're
Only
getting
20?
a lot of the extra
I
parts.
thought it was 30. That's nice.
No, what I saw was 20 anyway.
Either 20 or 30. That's a great
It's
deal for
right.
8 versions of a Brickhead.
Yeah,
really
it's
is.
a lot cheaper than say like the old like Go Brick Me ones where you
Right.
could like make yourself or make ones of different people. Those came with like a ton of extra parts.
Right.
Or like the Bride and Groom. Those ones might have been
Those were
20.
I think those were 20 actually because I got
So-
Were
those.
they? I think they were like 30
I
or
think
40.
they were 20.
well, they
I
were on
think-
sale for a long time after that.
One thing to note is yes, we mentioned the glow in the dark eyes.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
that's what Morgan said. Doesn't it look like the round eyes are glowing? Now
The
only
yes,
reason,
the two with round eyes.
but the only reason they did that is because to keep that Batman the same, he had to have glow in the dark eyes. So
yeah.
they might as well include it. They're the same parts for that one and the other one. So
Exactly.
that's interesting.
Interesting. The other ones appear to just be white.
Correct.
You know,
Malister,
yeah,
it
half
is
rounds,
literally
so-
a Batman parts pack.
exactly.
Yep.
That's it.
I didn't notice that one was
Glow in the
renumbered as one. That's,
Dude, that's
really
crazy.
interesting.
Yeah, they didn't change
The
anything.
very first Brickhead.
What's the
has
next
been re-released.
original Brickhead to be remade?
It
now?
was all those Batman ones
Mhm.
were the first couple, but I don't know.
Hmm.
That's very
What if
interesting.
they did the Comic-Con ones as regular releases?
That would
Now,
be
that'd be
so
great.
awesome. Where they brought back the
Lego
Lego
movie ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
start
Benny. and-
Destroying the numbered value on those.
That'd be so
hilarious.
evil.
Oh man, collectors are in dire straits if that happens. So. But I think that's all the picture news I have. Is there any other written news that we need to talk about? We talked about
The
Super
last
Mario.
one I had, this was actually, I think, from a couple weeks ago, but I don't think we ever talked about it on here, was that there's a new rumored licensed theme
I did not see
IP
this
set.
anywhere, so I don't know where you pulled this out. No.
Well, I was actually
I believe
watching
you,
old
but-
videos, and I think they talked about it in the Joy Building like 2 weeks
Really?
ago or something, but somehow we
Mhm.
missed it for Morning Break. A new licensed theme IP set. It says theme, but I think it's just a single
Right.
set. $230 for early 2025. Codename Clown. The code names usually have nothing to do with it.
Yes.
It's leading to a lot of rampant speculation that it could be a Krusty Burger, but
What's that? Is that from?
from
SpongeBob?
Simpsons.
Oh.
No, it's the
was
Simpsons
close.
set that a lot of people have been expecting next
Hmm.
after we've gotten the house and
Mhm.
the Quickie Mart. I really wouldn't put too much stock into this, as like I've said, the code names are usually wildly unrelated. That's the point of the code name.
Yeah.
Right.
There was like buffalo and orange.
Yeah.
and,
Sure, and those were things like Avatar and I forget what else.
Yeah.
So I think they're arbitrarily named, but that is what a lot of the current speculation is. But either way, it'll be cool to get a $230 licensed set for something in early 2025.
Exactly.
So we'll just have to wait till we get some more information.
Speaking of early 2025, we got some wild rumors in our group chat.
This is even
morning.
more
I-
unbelievable, I think, than
I
Krusty
am
Burger.
about 1% sure that this is true.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give
Which means
Krusty Burger
99%.
2%, and I'll give this 1%.
This is
So,
an absolute.
A
Joey-
50% reduction in believability.
Also, yeah, if this is wrong, this is Joey's
This
fault.
is all all from Joey at
Yeah.
Orlando Brickheadz.
He's in some private channel or
Let
something.
us know if this, if this doesn't end up being true. You just
What,
flame
hashtag
them.
blame
Yeah,
Joey.
hashtag blame Joey.
We already
It just
got
gets
the
worse.
hashtag.
Drop that hashtag.
But Taylor Swift Brickhead. Taylor Swift. Well, now this would sell a
It
lot.
would, it would.
You
Of
know
course
it would.
It would sell better than BTS Dynamite.
It would. And Olivia Rodrigo Brickhead. I know who that is as well. She's
Yeah.
she's an
She's
artist,
also popular.
popular music artist. And then Tate McRae, who is
We
a
had to look her up.
less popular
Yeah.
music artist, is also rumored as Brickheads. These are all for March 2025.
I mean, like, what?
They had set numbers with them too, which I did not write down. However, that doesn't really make it more
No.
plausible. No pictures, just text. So,
Look, they did the Spice Girls. They can do anything.
Yeah, honestly, Taylor Swift,
They're all very
not unlikely.
They are believable, but I'm just like, what?
Olivia Rodrigo is a little more niche, but then I've never heard of Tate
Yeah,
McRae,
I hadn't either.
and I know of some
Well,
pop music.
I'm
so.
trying to think of why Lego would be doing this or what angle they would be taking on this, and I know they've done a lot of stuff with, like, what was the thing with the soccer players? Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah.
It was like an empowering women and
Yeah.
empowering
Yep.
girls thing. So I
This
don't
could
know
be.
if this would be something like that, or if it would more just be like a celebrities pack, like Spice Girls or something.
I feel like that's more likely.
So I don't know how they would tackle this and justify it from a marketing perspective. And I think
they
that's why it's a
justify it
little less
because it's
believable.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, well,
Mhm. Yeah, Lego would be billionaires. Don't mess with the Swifties. Yeah, I mean that's we know
Yeah.
that. No, it's
Oh,
terrible.
gosh.
Gotta watch out. But
I
they'll
don't want to be waiting in lines at Lego stores to be trampled by screaming teenage girls.
Yeah.
exactly. The U.S. Army fears Swifties. We designed weapons. This is with energy weapons to deal with.
You're doing God's work, Malice.
There you go. Yep. These type of sets bring in new customers. Exactly, Morgan. So we'll see if those are actually legit. They seem very sketch, and we're gonna blame Joey if it all goes south.
That's right.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're gonna roast him so good. All right. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. Any show and tell? We're good. We just had a.
Oh, show and tell. I did bring a show and tell. This is my latest whirlwind thing I've been deciding to collect, which is all of the small versions of. This is not going to show up at all, but all of the micro versions of various Lego sets. So I, had this idea because of the new Lego delivery truck that came out, which had some new printed ones. So I was like, what if I go back now and try and collect all of the
like
all of the
Monkey
existing
Kid,
ones.
Lego City.
Yeah, Monkey
other
Kid.
ones.
There's a ton of like one-off ones, like the Home Alone house, the Assembly Square, the Lego House 6 bricks polybag. So
That's amazing.
there's some fun ones in there. I'm still short. I think I'm missing like 4 at this point. There were 2 that came in this old like city train station
Mm-hmm.
that were stickers, and then I'm missing 2 that were in one of the Lego store ones where it had like an almost identical sticker sheet to a different one,
Mm-hmm.
except one of them had a slight difference in the print, and then the other one was of like the gingerbread house. So those are I think the last 4 that I'm missing.
Good to
Ben
know.
Kazi said, "Rip your wallet. You'll need to buy the Insider Tour Vault set to get the last few."
Yeah, I didn't think about that
That's
one.
tough.
I need
I
to go look
forgot.
at which ones came in that.
And
There
last-
probably isn't a good inventory for that on Bricklink.
Last one for Daniel is Travertine asks if you can post pictures of the blue coat upscaled musket. I think he wants to build his own. So
Yes, yeah. I will be posting
gotta
pictures
share that
of
on
that
your social
eventually.
media at some point. But and I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. We have some lunch to consume, at least for me. It's just about lunchtime for me.
Morgan, some are prints, some are stickers.
Most are stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only ones that have ever been prints are the new ones from the truck.
Right.
The Assembly Square was a print. The Disney
I'm
Castle
sorry, the
was a
what?
print. What did I say?
Cafe
Assembly
Corner,
Square. Sorry,
not
Cafe
Assembly
Corner.
Square.
It came in Assembly
Yes.
Square. I always mess that up. And then there were a few city ones. There's like a bulldozer, a helicopter, and a couple race cars.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Most
cool.
of the rest of them are just stickers.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna wrap it up today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Peace.